Good morning, folks. Hope you're having a good day so far. A lot of you know that I've been teaching sushi classes for a very long time. In fact, in 2022, it was 16 years that I have been teaching so far, and I feel like I'm just getting started. But I don't only teach people how to make sushi, I teach them how to spot scams. In the world of sushi, they are counting on the fact that you know very little about sushi to take advantage of you and scrape money out of your pocket. And one of the biggest scams I have ever seen that I will demonstrate in this video is defined by one word: Yellowtail.
This video needs to start by accepting the fact that many sushi spots are providing the sushi that you're ordering. I don't want to mislead you into thinking that I'm making the claim that every single sushi bar and Japanese restaurant is playing a shifty game with their customers. In fact, this video is about uncovering a blunder or scam that you might spot during your next sushi lunch or dinner. And by the way, quite frankly, hats off to the great spots that honor their customers with quality and a reasonable value. I believe they are the minority. But with them, I have no complaints. They are a benefit to the community they serve. However, and I can say this with nearly 17 years of experience, most sushi spots know that you, the consumer, know very little about sushi itself. And although I will create separate specific videos about all of these topics, here's just a few examples. When it comes to sushi, you should only focus on the fish. Great sushi spots provide the freshest fish possible. Sushi rice is not too important. Sushi rice comes from Japan. Sushi grade fish is an official classification. Salmon sushi has always been popular in Japan. I mean, seriously, I could keep going on, but even though this is not the specific topic of this video, it's important to know that there are tons of misunderstandings about sushi and Japanese cuisine, and your lack of knowledge can be purposely used against you for the goal of big profits. But this video is to uncover the truth about one form of sushi that 99% of sushi lovers get wrong all the time: Yellowtail. Here's the brutal truth. Lots of people make the mistake of confusing the term yellowtail with yellowfin tuna, but they are entirely different. The wording is similar, but that's it. It would be like someone believing Washington State and Washington, D.C. are the exact same place. Same equation. They're confusing similar words that define totally different things. Check this out. This is a yellowtail and this is a yellowfin tuna. These are the loins, and here is the sushi. I'm sure you would agree they aren't even close. In fact, they are entirely different in appearance, wholesale cost, menu pricing, availability, flavor, and texture. In fact, tens of thousands of people order Yellowtail sushi every day, and while every customer believes they are paying for Yellowtail, they have no idea what they are receiving in the first place. So let me help you right now. Okay. When the majority of sushi experts refer to actual yellowtail, they are likely referring to a form of Japanese amberjack. In fact, take a look at this chart. As you can see, as the Japanese amberjack grows in size, the names change. And when it reaches about 12 inches long, about a year old, it's considered the size of hamachi. That is the yellowtail you are probably familiar with at your local sushi spot. And let me show you this chart one more time. You'll notice that depending on where it's bought and sold, the name of the fish might actually change based on the location. For example, a 3-year-old amberjack measuring about 2 feet long is named Warasa in the city of Tokyo, but the exact same fish is named Mejiro in the city of Osaka. It's the same fish, but different names. And as you can see, almost everyone considers buri to be the name of a full-size adult Japanese amberjack. But a sushi chef worth their weight is going to tell you that hamachi, yellowtail, is a Japanese amberjack. You might find some telling you that it's a yellowtail amberjack, but it's less likely. But if anyone tells you that yellowtail, hamachi, is a tuna, a white tuna, or a salmon, this is not true. Now, in some cases, it's clear that sushi bars and seafood counters are definitely not serving what they claim, and they know it. But in other cases, it might not be an actual scam. You see, the people that's buying and processing the fish, like sushi bars, may have no idea what yellowtail actually is. They have no idea. They simply trust their supplier. They trust the distributor. And the distributor might mislabel the fish or send the wrong shipment. You are trusting the sushi bars to know what they are serving you, but even they may not know that they're giving you the wrong items. And if you don't believe me, let me tell you what I did. I spent some time in the air. I traveled to Seattle, Denver, Colorado Springs, Atlanta, Portland, Oregon, Austin, and Houston, Texas. I walked into high-end sushi bars, impressive seafood specialty markets, grocery store sushi kiosks, and seafood restaurants. I had my phone in my hand, turned on the voice memo, and recorded the audio of each conversation. At the beginning of this video, I told you that I would demonstrate what I'm claiming. Well, listen to what the authorities in the sushi and seafood industry told me. At a world-famous seafood market in Seattle, I recorded a quick conversation with a division manager of this market. Not only did he tell me that yellowtail is a tuna, but he tells me that it's rare and it's only sold fresh.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
I just got a quick question.
Sure, no problem.
You know more about cooking than I do. I'm looking for like a seared yellowtail, and I went over there and they said they have all kinds of fish, but they don't believe they have yellowtail. What is yellowtail?
So, yellowtail is a type of tuna. Okay. So they probably do not have yellowtail. It's very difficult to find. You can only usually get it at a seafood, like a major seafood market, because it's usually sold only fresh.
At a sushi bar in Denver, Colorado, I was told that it's closely related to a salmon.
Sir, this is a question for you. Do you have anything with yellowtail?
No.
If you don't mind me asking, what is yellowtail?
Yellowtail is what, like a salmon.
Like a salmon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of fish.
Okay.
That's it.
Yellowtail is kind of like a salmon.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Very much.
At a seafood counter in Austin, Texas, they didn't even know what it was and then guessed it was something called a yellowtail tuna.
Just got a quick question, sir. I'm looking and I see forms of white fish. Do you carry yellowtail?
Yellowtail?
Yellowtail.
Yellowtail tuna?
I'm sorry?
What kind of yellowtail were you referring
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I don't even know what it is.
I'm not sure either.
Okay.
I think it's the yellowtail tuna, and we only get it in not too often, like once a month, and it'll be on the weekends.
I asked 15 people from 6 U.S. cities, sushi chefs, seafood markets, seafood counters, sushi kiosks, and 90% of them got it wrong. And here's the worst one, the Food Network. On a serious network food show, an executive chef calls yellowtail, hamachi, a yellowfin tuna.
And your appetizers must feature hamachi collar.
Hamachi is a yellowfin tuna. This collar is essentially the meat around the neck of the fish. It's absolutely succulent.
Now think about this. They have 5 top-tier culinary consultants, executive chefs as advisors, a phenomenal budget, culinary suppliers, a sophisticated cooking stage manager, highly experienced audio and video editors, and this undeniable error was filmed, reviewed, selected, edited, and uploaded to the entire world, and it was absolutely wrong for one of 2 reasons. Either A, they caught the mistake too late and didn't bother correcting it, or B, they don't even know what Yellowtail is. After watching this video, do yourself a favor the next time you walk into a sushi bar or Japanese restaurant. When it's time to order, politely ask the server, "I see Yellowtail on the menu. Just curious, what is Yellowtail?" One of 2 things is bound to happen. Either 1, they will guess and guess incorrectly, or 2, they will say, I don't know, I'll have to ask the chef, and then see what the chef says. If the response isn't Japanese amberjack or Yellowtail amberjack, I'd recommend you stick to forms of seafood that you can easily and readily identify to ensure you're getting what you're paying for. I mean, seriously, if they can't define it, what can you expect to receive? And keep in mind, you're the one paying the bill. And if they don't know what it is, and you order it, and you don't know what it is, they can give you just about anything. Don't believe me? Hop on YouTube and see for yourself. Type in the following topics about sushi fraud and watch these videos. We all know that knowledge is potential power. And the more you know, the better off you are, especially at the sushi bar.
I hope you found this information educational as well as entertaining, but if you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear from you. Here are my 3 main websites and my email address: exploresushi.com, my Sushi at Home website, and my personal website. And then there's my email address. If you have any questions whatsoever, contact me. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching.